Alright, on this video, we are going to be changing a window motor in the SRX, the 2013. The window motor works, the one that's in there now, but it seems like it's about to go out. It just moves really slowly, and I'll give you an example in a little bit. But on this video, we're going to be removing the door panel and replacing it with the new motor. Hopefully it fixes it. I assume it will, but you never know sometimes. But yeah, I'm going to show you what the current window motor does. Alright, so this is the door right here. I'm going to switch the car on. And we're going to close this. Alright, so this is how slow the window goes up and down. It doesn't seem like it goes down very slow, but once it goes up, it seems like it's struggling. So, and it does that with the car running versus not. So I know it's not the battery as well, but we're gonna go ahead and get this door panel off and this window motor changed out. The part I have is this right here, and this is supposed to be for the driver's side door. So yeah, and the part just looks like this. So that is supposedly the motor right here. Hopefully nothing else is going on in there, and this just fixes the issue. I do a whole lot of preventive maintenance type stuff. I would hate for this window motor to go completely out and it be stuck like all the way down. But so this is to try to stay ahead of the game. We went on and got this so we can take care of it. All right, so first things first, we need to take off this control panel here, and let's try using this. We have to pry it up. So that part is up, and we're gonna get this bottom part out. So that part up, and we have to try to slide this out from under this part here. So we got that part done, and it looks like we have our first casualty broken. Great. So behind that is 2 bolts. I'm going to fix this and in a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and take this panel off. And so there's 2 clips, one here and one here. So that's both connectors out, and like I said, this is broken. I'm gonna fix it, so I'll be back once it's fixed. All right, so I got this piece glued. Hopefully it doesn't break again, and so I'm just gonna leave this out overnight and just let this dry, and I'll install it tomorrow. But we're gonna go ahead and start taking these 2 screws out. This is the only 2 screws in the door, I believe. Alright, so and then the rest we need to we're gonna have to pop the panel off. Hopefully we don't have any more casualties. Knowing me, I'm sure we will. So let's try to pop this off. And I don't know exactly like where the clips are, but I can somewhat feel for them. So there's one on this corner. Alright, I'm gonna set you guys up on a tripod so I can get this done quicker. Alright, hope you guys can see that. Clip fell out. Should just be able to lift up now. Just one more up here. Alright. So that's the door panel off. And so can't really tell, but let's see. All right, so behind the door panel is this door latch mechanism that is for the door to open and close. That's what's connected to the handle right there. If you can see it. All right, right there. That's the door lock, the door handle mechanism. So that's me pulling the doorknob here. So in order to get that off, you just lift up on this tab here. This is a struggle. So lift up on this tab, pull it back, and then you're going to turn it around, like pick it up, and then slide it around, like it comes through this little slot here. Pick it up, slide it around, and pull up. There's a little ball on the end. All right, and also there's some more connectors down there. So there's a big one right here. I think that's the last one. So there's a big one, and you just pull this latch up. All right, so that came out of a little holder right there. That actually works out better. So you just pull this latch back. Alright, so you pull that back and this connector should come off. Alright, so that's it. And that's the door panel. So the door panel is off. I don't know if we broke any clips on the door or not. But there are a few left in the door that I'm gonna have to pull out. Like so right here, this one came out with the door. This one, the door panel. All right. And so, and the other one's like right here. That stayed in the door. This one stayed in the door. This one fell out. So you can just slide this back in there like that, and I'll pull out the rest in the door, and I'll whenever we are ready to install the door panel back on. But so that's the little door handle piece. That's the connector. This is the door lock switch or handle, whatever you call it. You have to pull up over that and pull out. All right, but the window motor is behind this cover, and I think it's like for water. I think, I'm not entirely sure, water or fire, one of the two. But I'm gonna go ahead and set you back up on the tripod, and I'm gonna pull this moisture barrier, I think that's what it's called, moisture barrier off, and the window motor should be like right here. All right, so we should just be able to pull this off. It has like some type of glue on the back, and you should be able to reuse it. So we're just gonna pull this off. I probably don't need to take all of it off, though, to be honest. So we're just gonna push this back on, and then we're gonna pull off on this side. All right, so the window motor is right here. It looks like it's the same one, but we'll double check in a little bit. Let's see if we can get this out of the way. Alright, I'm gonna get something to hold this up. Alright, so I got it out the way. Just got a little magnet up here holding it. And It looks like there are some bolts on the back of this panel. Or feels like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so there's 3 bolts holding this on. I can't see what type of head is on these bolts, but I will find out in a little bit. Feels like it's a Hicks or Allen bolt, but I will find out in a little bit. All right, so what's behind it is 3 Phillips heads. So that's not too difficult, but I am gonna have to get a different screwdriver because there's not much room for me to get a standard size screwdriver in. So I have this little stubby screwdriver here. Got it from Walmart. Nothing special, but we're gonna go ahead and get these 3 bolts out. Hopefully they're not too hard to get out. And this motor is a part of an assembly, like the window regulator. And I don't need the window regulator. Hopefully I won't need it anytime soon. But you can get the window motor and the window regulator apart as an assembly. And if I was brave enough, I probably would have just went on and did that, but I didn't really want to deal with having to move the window up and down and possibly breaking it. But that's one of the screws. As you can see, it's as you can see, it is a Phillips head. Can't really tell with the sunlight, but that's what it is. And there's 3 of them. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this connector off. There's a connector down here. Let's see how we take it off. On the side, there's a button right here on the side. You just press this down, and it'll wiggle down. All right, that's that. These bolts are really in here good. Stripping this bolt slightly, but there's not much room to get this out. Alright, that's the second bolt. Let's move on to the last one. Alright, that's the last bolt there. And hopefully this just pulls off. Alright, so you just have to turn it clockwise slightly and pull off. But this is the little mechanism right here that it goes on. Hopefully I can get it back in here the right way. So it was sitting like, alright, so it sits like that. You just turn it and pull off. But I'm most likely going to keep this just because it does still work to some degree. I need to try to get this piece of foam off. I'm pretty sure the other one doesn't come with it. Alright, so this is the new one here, and it does not come with the this foam piece here. So I'm gonna try to transfer it. I don't know what it's for, but it was on here for a reason, so I assume it has something to do with wire management or vibration or rattling. And one thing I cannot stand is rattles in a vehicle. So if I can eliminate that, I will. So I'm gonna pause you. Let me try to get this off and get it back on the new one, and I'll be back. Alright, so I got it transferred onto the new one right here. I just glued it on. Hopefully it sticks. This gear right here, I'm gonna spray some white lithium grease in here. Just maybe it'll help it with it does have grease in here, but you know, too much is never a bad thing usually, and hopefully not in this case. I'm gonna spray this gear as well. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on. Hopefully it goes on the same way I got it off. And put the bolt hose right here. Alright, slid it in and then turn it to line up with the bolt hose right here. Alright, so it's lined up now, and I'm going to go ahead and start these screws off by hand just to keep this in place. And this failed. Alright, so I got all the screws started. I'm actually going to go see if I can find a socket with a Phillips head end. Maybe it'll be easier than what I was doing. Alright, so I got a smaller ratchet. Hopefully this will work better. Oh, I'm definitely stripping this bolt out. Yeah, that bolt there is stripped out. These screw holes don't seem to match very well with the new motor. They're like super hard to go in. Found a different bit. It's a bit thicker. When I stripped that at the top, I was able to tighten it up the rest of the way with this. So maybe it'll work for all of them. I'm not sure yet. have thought that this is the hardest part. So far, everything's been pretty easy about this. But, I guess it's not surprising because I can't see what's going on behind here. Alright, on to the last one now. And of course, we could not get by without getting hurt. Can't really tell, but hurt here and there, of course. I usually get hurt every time I do some type of repair. Alright, so got those tightened up. It's in here sturdy, no shaking going on. I'm gonna plug the connector back up, and then I'm gonna pull these clips that I left off in the door and attach them back to the door itself, the door panel, and then we'll go ahead and try to put this all back together. I got all the clips back on the door, and I need to get this magnet off. That's right here, and you can just press this back on. So this adhesive that's on it is like reusable. We're ready to put back the door panel, and hopefully it all goes back in place like it's supposed to, but we do have to connect the connectors back. So let's see. So we have got one connector, and then this cable for the door handle. So we're gonna go ahead and do the connector first. You might not, yeah, you can't see anything. All right, that was a lot easier to put back on than it was to take it off. And for this cable for the door handle, you slide the ball in the little slot, and then you turn it to the side, pull it back some, and then it connects back in place. So that was pretty simple. So now we're going to Alright, so now we're gonna put this door lock handle in first. Alright, you just slide it down over, and then you're gonna push the top of the door towards the window, and then you're gonna hang it. So you're going to hang it at an angle. If I can get this lock back in. Alright. Hang it at an angle. And you're just going to hang it down. gonna start snapping in place. Huh. And we did it wrong. So now we're gonna start back over. It didn't hang on the top clips. Let's start over. Let's try this again. Definitely snap. Definitely hung this time. Alright, that is it. We're hanging the door panel back on. All of it seems like it's in place. And we are going to go ahead and put the 2 screws back in the door. Door panel's on, sturdy, nothing shaking, nothing rattling. I do still have to put the door switches back in. The piece is still drying. So we're just going to bring you back whenever it's dry and I have it back in, and then we'll test the window. Alright, so I just thought about it. I can at least plug this up without placing it in the slot. So we'll do that, and then you'll at least know if that solved the slow window problem. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and plug it back in. Alright, it's plugged back in. Now I'm going to turn it on and at least see if this window motor works too. Alright. And guess what? You didn't fix it. So I don't know what's going on with it. So at least that let me know that the other window motor was good. I guess we can go and we can crank it at least. See if it gets any better. Well, I guess we'll just see if it gets better over time. I'm gonna put some silicone around the window sills, and maybe that'll help lube up the tracks and stuff for the window so it won't be so much friction. So that's gonna conclude the video for replacing the window motor. It didn't fix the issue as far as so far. Like I said, I'm going to put some silicone grease around the window tracks where the weather stripping is, and I'll let you know if that fixes it or not. If it doesn't, if it's still the same, you won't hear anything. But thank you for coming along and watching me replace a window motor for the first time in this car. So yeah, thank you, and See you on the next one.